Hold Okay, Vicky, going live.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm having trouble. 1 second. Oh,
Uh,
hold on 1 second, Vicky. Ooh, I'm gonna try again.
can I leave and come back?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Where you got to go?
No, no, no. I said my screen is blank. So I that and
How, how, hold on. We done got started now.
okay.
Hello. Welcome to the Learning Tree Book Club's regular monthly meeting. I'm Mary Nicole McGee, a member of the book club, and I have with me Vicki Jenkins. Okay, Vicki, you ready?
Yes. Hello. I am Vicki Jenkins. I'm a member of the book club. And we have today our monthly book club meeting. And today was just Meredith and myself. So welcome to the book club.
Okay. You want to start?
Yeah. Let me see. This is what I'm in. It says Crossroads at Clarksdale. I am from Clarksdale, so this is precious to me.
What does
Um,
read the cover of that book?
the cover of this book says Crossroads at Clarksdale, Black Freedom Struggle in Mississippi Delta after World War II. Francois Hamilton.
And what does the back of the book say?
The back of the book says truly valuable. This book is important in a contribution to the understanding of Mississippi freedom struggle and bringing attention to many aspects of the movements in any I know. Charles Cobb, originator of the Freedom Schools, is a SSCC field secretary, founding member of the National Association of Black Journalists, and author of The School of Freedom, a guide tour of the Civil Rights Trail. An impressive, well-written account of the Black freedom struggle in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Francois Hamilton. Oral history interview, terrific. Her analysis is thorough and history. She tells of a dramatic, the story she tells is dramatic. John Deemer, author of The Local People, The Struggle for Civil Rights in Mississippi. A sweeping, moving, and path-breaking history of half a century of civil rights in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Francois Hamilton gracefully runs an integrated gender, class, generational, and race analysis throughout the book to permanently shift and transform our understanding of the Black freedom struggle. Crossroads at Clarksdale, jump off the page. Crossroads at Clarksdale, jump off the page.
Okay, what's the author's name, Vicky?
The author itself is Francois Hamilton.
Oh, okay. And where did you buy that book? It's so interesting that you're reading that today.
Yeah, that was this. You know how they did that on Wednesdays? They have history lunch. You know, you bring your lunch in at the
New Museum.
winter, and on Wednesdays they have people coming in and talk about, you know, different events and different books. Well, one guy it was at lunch on Wednesday, and he was there and he was selling a book.
Show me a picture of him.
They didn't show that. Let me see. There's not a picture of him in the book.
It's not.
No, it's not.
In the back. That's a big book, Vicky.
Huh?
That's a big book. Your screen, you got to get your screen back. And put the volume back on. Turn your volume back on. Your volume. Turn your volume back. Okay. Okay. Now, what you saying, Vicky?
I'm saying Vera Piggy, right here.
Who was that?
She was a secretary of the NAACP at that particular time and president.
You mean in Clarksdale?
In Clarksdale, yes.
Oh yeah.
And this one here is
a teenager?
Henry. Huh?
And who was that?
This is Aaron Henry.
Oh, okay. That's Aaron Henry on the back. What that say? Father, forgive them.
But they know not what they do. Huh?
What does that say? Father, forgive them on the back.
Yeah, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Okay, and who was a picture to the left? Hey, Deacon.
How you doing? How you doing?
Oh,
all right, Tim. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Vicky.
Okay, Meredith. The one to the left, her name is Vera Piggy. Can you see it?
Yes.
Her name is Vera Piggy. She was the president of the NAACP at that particular time. This was in 1955. She was the president of the NAACP in Clarksdale at that time.
How much did that book cost? And how many pages is it?
The book cost $39.95. The number of pages in it is
It should be in the copyright page in the front. You go to the back.
Yeah, I'm looking at, okay, well, I'm looking at, because the book is big, true that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a big book there.
And it does say figures of maps and tables. And it says here 209.
209 what?
209 pages.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so when you started at chapter 1?
No, I'm starting at 2.
Oh, you already been getting down through there.
Yeah, I've got down through there. It's better that I can go back and start all over. But I'm starting at 2. Would that be
Okay.
better to start all over?
No, I'm just curious about your subject matter. But anyway, go ahead with chapter 2.
Well, let me say, I can start. Okay, this is
Read the first paragraph of chapter 1 so I can see what we missed since you started 2.
let me see. Okay. First paragraph of chapter 1. In Mississippi, the violence of white supremacy started in the land as a few and other places in America. The brutal murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till in Money, Mississippi in August of 1955 embodied, then transcended to violence. The crime studied, and even those who had grown accustomed to everyday white terror. It also victimizes the generation in Mississippi beyond. One of those responding to the violence was Aaron Henry, president of the Clarksdale-Coahoma County branch of the National Association of Colored People. The Coahoma County branch founded itself the railhead of activities relating to the murder of Emmett Till in 1955. Henry recalled a member of the NAACP leadership, most of whom were not normally found in the field, doomed to overall to come through the area looking for witnesses, and either saw murders with Till and witnessed the theft of cotton. Oh my goodness, the theft of cotton. See, I didn't even realize that they were stealing cotton. The theft of cotton gin and the pen in them. Down in the watery resting place, Henry remembered. We all knew and we all moved under the cloud, and we moved curiously.
So the book starts with the murder of Emmett Till.
Right, the book started with Emmett Till, yes.
And it's named The Crossroads, as in blues music.
Yeah, it said the Crossroads, and it does say the home of the blues on that side up there.
Right.
It does say the home of the blues, but the whole history of it starts, and it says it starts in Clarksdale.
Okay.
And
So you going to chapter 2 now?
I'm going to chapter 2 now.
So really chapter 1 is about a Jim Crow and
Well, really,
Right.
it's founded really upon the Emmett Till, because that was really the time when NAACP was formed in the early 50s. And it was
you mean in Clarksdale, in Clarksdale.
In Clarksdale
Right.
in the early 50s. And it was geared toward the Emmett Till. That was the biggest what was talked about and what was dealt with was Emmett Till. And so can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Go ahead.
Okay. And it was Emmett Till. And that was when it really started out that I knew of with the white supremacy. And because that was before me, Emmett Till. But when they were talking about all the other incidents after Emmett Till and when I was born, that
What
was
year were
when
you born?
huh?
What year was you born?
56.
Oh, you was 2 years old when that happened. Okay. Okay, I got you.
I was yeah, because it was 2 years before me. Yeah. And when I came and when I got into the picture where I knew everything and when I started learning was when the white supremacists came and I saw that. I saw where when we did go down into the movie theater, and me and movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
We had to go up the back stairs
Right.
to the movies.
What's the name of the movie?
The name of the book is
No, the name of the movie that you went to when you was old enough to go to a movie.
When I was old enough to go to the movies, it was with that Superfly.
In the 70s. What's the name
Yeah,
of
it
the
was in
movie
the 70s,
theater?
and I was old enough to go. It was like, well, I'm saying Superfly, but it was in the 60s when at the time when I first started being able to go to the movies.
Oh, that was before the 60s was before Superfly.
It was.
Yeah.
And I can't really recall what movie it was.
Do you know the
And
name
I
of the
really
theater?
didn't pay
The
that
movie
much attention
theater.
to it, having to go to the back, having to go upstairs at the back. I really didn't pay that much attention to it.
What was the name of the theater?
Paramount.
Oh, and that was in Clarksdale. You went to Paramount.
Right.
I got you. So it was a theater for black and whites, and we had to climb the stairs to the bathroom.
Well, they said black and white, but it was really white because all us black people had to go upstairs. But now, after all of that, us black people, we had our street, 4th Street, was the equivalent of Ferry Street here.
On the river, right?
Right. It was the equivalent of Ferry Street here. At 4th Street, it was that.
Yeah.
Sunflower. And the blocks built our own movie theater. It was called New Roxy. That's when we started having all other black movies and all black
what was the name of that
go to this
theater?
New Roxy theater.
What was the name of it and who owned it?
Who owned it? It was owned by the Coahoma County Council.
Oh, okay. But what was the name of the black theater on 4th Street?
It was called New Roxy.
Oh, New Roxy.
New Roxy, yeah. And it was geared toward a famous DJ, WROX. Yeah.
Okay. And so
but now it was New Roxy, and there was a lot of all of the black movies that were shown at that New Roxy.
Now the water that 4th Street was on, what was the name of that was that the Sunflower River? What was it? The river that 4th Street was on.
Well, it was on that Sunflower River where that downtown is like two to that area and that downtown area that is Sunflower, because it's typical of, yeah, that's a Sunflower River, because they have a Sunflower Festival every year. Well, it's
Okay,
a Sunflower River.
I
Yeah.
get you. Okay, then, so, you gonna start with chapter 2 now?
I guess I'll start with chapter 2 now.
Okay, well, thank you. And this is exactly what I want to hear about. I'm learning.
Hold up a second.
Okay. I'm glad you went to the history of lunch and got that book.
Yeah, because that was what, when I went to that, because they had that on that Wednesdays at the Williams Center, and on
William
Wednesdays they had,
Winter, yeah.
yeah, William Winter,
I
and
thought it
on
was at the
Wednesdays
new
they had that
museum.
lunch. Huh?
I thought it was at the new museum's history is lunch.
It's his lunch. On Wednesdays at lunchtime.
And at the new museum, right?
No, it was it?
In the auditorium at the new museum, between both museums.
Well, it was that, and it was and I can't recall now. It was William Winters, and it was where you go and get your ancestry, and
Oh, it was there?
yeah, it was there. That is that is where it was there.
Oh, I see. It was there. Okay. I've never been there for a meeting.
Yeah, and that was when they were having on Wednesdays.
I don't know. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
on
got
Wednesdays they had lunch, and you could bring your own lunches. They had people coming in, talking and the books and stuff. And when I saw that the person that was coming was bringing in the Clarksdale book, I had to go and see that one.
I know you did. That's your hometown.
Let me go and seek it up, because see, this chapter, hold up a second. Let me find chapter 2.
You ever had to buy you some bookmarks?
Well, this is true.
I use anything. I use a receipt for a bookmark.
Huh?
I use a receipt for a bookmark.
Yeah. And it's called M is for Mississippi.
That's the name of chapter 2.
It's the name of chapter 2. M is for Mississippi and murder.
Oh.
Mother.
Say that again.
And it says M is for Mississippi and murder and mother.
Oh. Okay, so he's still talking about, it sounds like he's going to talk about Mamie to you.
Yeah. It says Mississippi situation, and the National NAACP referred to the crisis of the early 55, focused on the attention of the condition of the state, in addition to Emmett Till and 3 other Black males were murdered. See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't really know all of it. I really wasn't aware about the 3 others where Black males were murdered. That year, widely publicized attacks emotionally ran high the whole world. It was seemed that it was increasingly watching the NAACP in 1955 prompted M is for murder. M is for Mississippi. Murder. M is for murder, discrimination, and publicize the work of the solid support of beleaguering members. Captured in the sentiment. Years after, Amazing Moore recalled it a real rough year in Mississippi. However, for all those in Black Mississippi, appeared reluctant to join NAACP, fear of retaliation, and many others found it themselves drawn. Many others found themselves drawn into action. The murders discussed some and empowered others. In 1954, officially NAACP statistic put the members of the Mississippi 3,101 from up to 1,657 and 1,953. By 55, the number had risen.
What number had risen, Vicky?
The number had risen to 4,639. These were the members of the NAACP. The members, 4,639.
Oh, I got you. After the murder of Emmett Till.
Huh?
After the murder Till, membership in the NAACP increased.
Well, yeah, that was when the numbers increased. Till's death, in particular, struck the state and African American population like a lightning bolt. For some, it sparked flame and drew others into the organization. Vera Piggy, I think that is so interesting. Her name is Vera Piggy, but I got an aunt and uncle named Piggies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Vera Piggy was drawn, and she was just begun to work in the youth council and had been elected to Coahoma County NAACP branch secretary. Branch secretary at the time of the Emmett Till in September motivated her to direct the Clarksdale serve as the hub of the reported reported covering the trial in nearby Sumner. You know me, since I like to go to court and see the trials, you know I would love to go see that.
Right,
but,
right.
Let me say, served as a hub for the reporter covering the trial nearby in Sumner. Piggy felt compelled to assist in finding justice for Till's grieving mother, and she helped the NAACP comb the Delta for witnesses approaching frightened strangers, gently asking questions. Once the trial began, Piggy announced the U.S. Congressman Charles Diggs, Democrat for Michigan,
yeah,
came to the courtroom, in which sitting with him was sobering, and the energy around her. I guess Emmett Till's mother around her. Later the year, she attending the first Mississippi State NAACP conference in Jackson raised her to assist and more, and was elected to state youth council advisor. The NAACP field secretary, Medgar Evers, had been trying to organize the youth effectively and directing Piggy to start the chapter of the Clarksdale. She did spend the better part of the next 4 years building a local youth council and broader youth movement statewide, which under her direction asserted itself to the early movement in the 1960s as one of the leading edges of the civil rights struggle in Mississippi. From 1955 to 1960, the rising of emerging protests, a new urgency, which was local and increasing crisis. White Clarksdale had established its own citizen council in 55 and reacted the local black let me see White Clarksdale and loaded the local black activism angered the Brown versus Board of Education tipped the decision, which were perceived to increase the founder of the interference state authorities, had ironically brought to include more viciously or vigorously on the individual rights of citizens. As a reality, the Brown decision grew more obvious opposition to the desegregation. Also strengthened. The state reached a new level of surveillance in the Civil War against its own citizens, as it watched further government violate Southern prerogatives. And Brown, too, decision in the 55 Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957. Its differences, however, tripped the Freedom Riders in the late 61. Is that where your uncle works with? Do you know that? Okay.
I'm sorry, when the Freedom Riders came to.
Yeah, they said Freedom Riders.
My uncle was a student at Jackson.
Okay, well,
Jackson
let me see. It started here in Little Rock, Arkansas in 57.
Okay. Oh, 57. You talking
57.
about Little Rock, Arkansas, the integration of Central High School.
And it was in 57.
Yeah, that's your mama graduated high school.
And it massive resistance built a new relationship between the federal government and the African American who had grown more increasingly critical of the older and more militarian hastening of the demise of the South. In this context, for the Black student, Greensboro, North Carolina, further changed the same rule as their own brave brothers' protests initiated waves of sit-ins across the South. They helped to link and make drawn into the constellation of mass directive action movements involving large numbers of young people around the country. Yet, beginning in the early youth movement in Mississippi, had already surfaced at NAACP Youth Council under the guidance of Piggy. If Page,
Are you saying Pinky? Like P-I?
Piggy, Piggie, Piggy,
Oh, Piggy. Her name was Piggy.
Piggy, yeah.
And she was she worked with Aaron Henry and the NAACP in Clarksdale.
Right, NAACP, yeah.
So
NAACP,
the author of this book, he's from Clarksdale.
yes.
Okay, so that's why he's talking about the impact of Emmett Till's murder on the civil rights movement in his local base. Is
Yeah.
that okay? I got you.
And it was under the guise of the Mississippi had already surfaced of the NAACP Youth Council under the guidance of Piggy, Vera Piggy.
Mm-hmm. Was you involved in NAACP when you was a teenager?
No, I was not.
Yeah, you was daughter of a teacher.
I was the daughter of a teacher. Mama said no.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah, I
said
know,
no.
but she could have lost her job.
Huh?
She could have lost her job.
She could have, and
Yeah.
I couldn't understand that then at the time. I understand that now, because if she had said yes, we could, yeah, it would have been terrible. But she said no at the time. No.
Uh-huh. What subject matter did your mother teach, and where did she teach?
Elementary and one of the local county schools.
What was the name of it?
Name of it was Hull Elementary School.
Uh-huh. Hull.
Hull.
Is that a school that she herself went to, or it was built? Do you know when
it was elementary school in Lyon, Mississippi, and it was Hull Elementary School.
Oh, she taught literally in the county, not in Clarksdale. She lived
right, literally in the county, not in Clarksdale, not in town.
Okay, now what's the name of the place? It's called what?
Huh?
The name of where the school was?
Hull, Hull Elementary.
Gotcha.
Now, both she and my aunt, they both taught in the county schools. They didn't teach in the city schools. They both taught in the county schools.
Okay, I got you. Vicky.
Uh-huh.
There I am, a Solomon coming in.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. There I am. How y'all doing? Hey there, how y'all doing? All right, good to see y'all. What y'all been writing?
I've been writing a few more poems. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, Solomon? You been writing, girl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How many poems you done wrote since we saw you last?
For me, it's like over, I think 12, over 12.
What about you, Solomon?
Um, maybe it's like 10.
And that's all together? How many you been written since you've been writing like 2 years?
Yeah, no interest.
How many you got in total? Y'all ain't ready to do y'all publish y'all book?
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Okay, Vic, you been reading us some history. Vic, you want to let them read and then you read after them?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. That's
Okay,
good.
so yeah, so read us some of y'all fabulous poetry, young ladies.
Okay.
Okay.
This one is called The Life That I Have. The life that I have is all that I have, and the life that I have is yours. The love that I have of the life that I have is yours and yours and yours. A sleep I shall have, a rest I shall have, yet death will not but a pause. For the peace of my years and the long green grass will be yours and yours and yours.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. Okay, here is another one. Hope. Hope is the thing with the feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And the sweetest in the gales is heard, and sore must be the storm, and could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've learned in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it has asked a crumb of me.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Sean Powell, oh, you read? You still reading, Miriam? Go
I
ahead.
have one more. I have another one.
Sure.
Okay, it's called Dreams. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, and life is a barren field frozen with snow.
Very good, because we have to keep dreaming, right?
Yes.
And I like that analogy where you connect the dream to the bird.
Thank you.
Symbolic. All right, Solomon, what you got, girl?
So, I got two poems.
Okay.
They're both about like September and
Okay.
like autumn. So here's the first one. Autumn winds begin to blow, colored leaves fall fast and slow, whirling, twirling all around till at last they touch the ground.
Okay, very good. You got one on autumn as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the other one. September, the first month of fall, is the first month of the holiday, Labor Day. And in those fall leaves we love to play. You might need to wear your favorite sweater with all this changing weather. Eating apples and sipping cider, my smile can't get any wider.
Okay. They're very good. All right, so Vicky, you want to read a couple pages, then we'll let them read. I just want to listen today.
Let me say, in this context, for Black students, Greensboro, North Carolina, for charged with game rules when their own Brave Points initiated the Braves in City across the South. They helped to make 1960 drawn to the constellation of mass directed action movement toward the large number of young people and the counting. Yet beginning of the earlier youth movement, the Mississippi had already surfaced in NAACP as counsel under the guise of Piggy. If men like Aaron Henry and Medgar Evers expressed the leadership through the channels of institutions, Back of the City similarly got it from the activism. The concept of activism was like Vera Piggy worked in the youth council. It came closer to the capture of the style of political engagement, enlargement. Women like Piggy expand their inches within the hierarchy and made women like expand their inches within the hierarchy at male-dominated NAACP and develop the estranged particular to their communities.
Vicky,
Huh?
how did you know Piggy? Did her children go to school with you, or what else did she do in the community besides being in the NAACP?
I don't really know that she's really doing anything now. She was a beautician. And I really don't know that she's actually working in the NAACP just yet as an officer. I'm
No,
sure
I mean back when you were growing up. What did she do then? She was a beautician then.
She's a beautician then, yeah.
Oh, I see. So she was independent. That's why she could get in the NAACP. She never state or city county job.
Right. She was independent. She was a beautician, yeah.
Oh, I get you. Where was her beauty shop? Was it on 4th Street?
Yeah, it was on 4th Street.
Wow.
Like I told you, every business. Now I had an aunt that had a beauty shop on 4th Street. If somebody had a barber shop on 4th Street, that was the big section of the businesses. As I compared it to Farish Street, where a lot of businesses were working there. Yeah.
And then they had live music there too, somebody told me.
Yeah, they did.
Outside. Uh-huh.
And then,
who do you ever remember playing outside when you was growing up? You know, some of the
I
names.
really don't. I really don't remember. I really don't.
Okay.
I do know a couple of streets over, there was this barbecue place called Boss Hog Barbecue. And when Clinton was campaigning, Clinton used to come to town, and Clinton used to go to Boss Hog's Barbecue.
Oh yeah, it must have been good.
But now seriously, I never did know the music that was playing there. No, I never did. I never did know that. And
okay. I want to ask Miriam and Solomon, when y'all was in school, did y'all learn anything about Emmett Till or the NAACP?
No, we haven't.
No.
All right. Well, that's what she's reading about. You know, we live in Mississippi. She's
Okay.
reading about what happened where she was from in Clarksdale, Mississippi. She's in the Mississippi Delta.
Have y'all heard about Emmett Till?
I've heard about her, but I don't know much.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Vic. You'll read a couple of pages, then let them read.
Okay, let me say. Stepping up the ante. The combination of Till's murder, growing military in the Black population, and the mother writing the coverage of the potential dangerous mix. As much as Till expressed the Black activism, it always found white resistance. Both Black activists and white defenders segregated found themselves in the defense of the all but very different reasons for the different positions and power. Aaron Henry in 1955 was the bloody and death-provoked year when the side of arguments of Mississippi rose rapidly, and there was a whole solid mass of violence. On the eve of Emmett Till's death, over 300 Clarksdale Black parents had already begun to feel the heat at their beginning of the school year.
Vicky,
Uh-huh.
Boss Hall Barbecue, is it still in existence in 2024?
Yeah, it's still in existence.
Wow, I got to go there and that long.
It's still in existence.
Well, look, let me ask you this.
Huh?
4th Street. Do they have vacancies on 4th Street like we do, or is it for like Bill Street or Bourbon Street?
No, it's just kind of going down. It's in the same kind of instances as Farish Street. The business that was very high and vibrant is kind of going down now. There was a big church on that corner that's still active, but a couple of churches around in that area are still active, but the businesses themselves, yeah, they're kind of going
But you
down.
still have some. What businesses do you still have there on 4th Street now?
There is a photographer that he has, yeah, he does take pictures and yeah, he's a photographer.
That's it. What else you got on 4th Street now? The photography business, you got any beauty salons or barbershops?
Now I don't really know if that's in it because now the only the beauty shops that I knew of in First and they are gone now. My aunt and a Piggy, theirs are closed, and the barbershop is closed. And I really don't know of any other businesses. I know that Photoshop is there, and I want to say it's a record store. Oh, there is a WROX radio station.
Yeah, on 4th, it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there because the guy's name, there was a DJ named Early Wright.
Okay. Okay, so, it's, 10 minutes after 3, so, Miriam and, Charlamagne, y'all got something else to read?
I have my Animal Rescue Friends book.
Okay, show me the spine. Is that you reading chapter books now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You say you're in the 2nd or 3rd grade?
I'm in 4th grade now.
Oh, 4. Oh my goodness, you've been starting when you were 5 years old. Wow. Vic, you see Charlotte reading chapter books now, girl?
All right now. All right now.
Chapter 2, Bill, Jimmy, and King James, Pookie McQuilden, Miller Jr.
Okay. These are brothers.
I'm not sure if these two are brothers or sisters.
Okay.
Oakville Elementary, Monday, 2 p.m. Welcome to the first meeting of Oakville Elementary Schools Club for Animal Appreciation, Education, and Rehabilitation. That's a really great, really long name. It doesn't exactly fit on a t-shirt.
Okay. It's a nice school.
Yeah.
Hmm. So what they got going on in those pictures?
So on the first picture, that's the front of the school. On the second picture, that's when she's telling, introducing the title of the club. And on the third one, it's like showing which people are confused about why that name is so long.
All right, what kind of club is it?
Like an animal club.
Oh, they're doing an animal club. Okay.
We'll figure out a new name after our very first event. Suggested by Mikey. A nature walk. As soon as our teacher sponsor gets here, we can start making posters. Oh, I got tons of animal stickers we can use. My cousin will miss a few tubes of glitter and absolutely no glitter in the science lab, Mr. Johnson.
Okay. So the goal is for them to come up with a name for the club.
Well, she already had have a name for the club, and then they suggested to get another name for the club, so they decided to have a nature walk.
Oh yeah, what's the name of the club that she and who is she? What's her name?
I'm not sure what her name is.
Okay. What's the name of the club
Um,
this year?
it's like
Hold it up a little bit. Okay.
yeah. Then here is,
Okay,
yeah.
so now they're going on the nature walk.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I'm your club sponsor, Miss Wen. Unfortunately, the club I had proposed for this year did not have enough interested students. So, but I thought all the clubs were full. Club was decided to the appreciation of the vocabulary and the language arts, but not enough students who signed up took that topic seriously, so I reassigned. We're very glad you're here. We thought that Fred could be our sponsor, but the principal said we needed someone from the school. I'm aware of the policies here at Oakville. Miss Powell, I also know that clubs are required to have at least 5 members, so a classmate of yours has been invited to join me.
so do they have the 5 members they need?
No, they need at least like one more.
Oh, it's 4 of them, they need one more, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you all so much for letting me join your cozy cuddle crew. It's called Oakville Elementary School Club for Animation Appreciation, Education, and Rehabilitation. That name is far too long. Wouldn't even fit on a t-shirt.
okay. Okay, so out of all those students, which one is leading this process?
So like the sponsor, which is her.
Oh, you mean the sponsor is an adult?
Yeah.
She's leading the process.
Uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha.
We'll change it. We can just put Animal Club on the posters for nature walk. For the nature walk. It's on September 3rd at 4 p.m. Ah, yes. Principal Olivia told me she approved the field trip before I was appointed as a sponsor. This is really what you wanted to do for your first event? Perhaps you could sort some animal crackers by genus and species. Miss Gwen, a nature walk is a great way to introduce students to the local wildlife, and all you need are sneakers. Belle worked. All you need is sneakers. Belle worked very hard on the plan.
So what are they doing in the store now, Solomon?
So so Miss Wen, she's trying to tell them to do a different thing, but the kids are to do the nature walk instead of doing something else.
Okay, so it's at first they were trying to name a club. And who was it who suggested that they do the nature walk? It's the kids that are decided to do the nature walk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If Silent Mike isn't, I'm in. Jimmy, there's no name calling. There's no name calling, Mr. Mueller. It sounds like you want this nature walk to happen, so it will go on. But I have to approve all future activities. But I have to approve all future activities. Is that understood? Of course. Uh-huh. Okay. Whatever. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the teacher is saying that she's gonna let them do the nature walk, but if they decide to do something else, she's gonna have to approve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Miller, why don't you come with me to give this information to the art club so they can begin working on the posters? Okay, so if art club is taking the posters, we can work on researching the area. It's going to be an amazing kickoff event. But we had a plan for the posters. Your stickers, Noah's glitter, my cousin's glitter.
Okay. And they're making art posters for the nature walk.
Yeah, they trying
Oh,
to put this sign on the poster.
okay.
September 3rd, 3:45 p.m. 15 more minutes, plenty of time to review my notes. 3:58 p.m. Sheesh. No one arrives early these days. 4 p.m. or on time. To Maddie, Noah, Mikey. To Maddie, Noah, and Mikey. Where are you? Message not sent. Make way for the king of jungle.
Okay.
Me before. What? What did you do, Jimmy? Is that one of our posters? Did you take them all down? What? No. Wait, where's everybody? Hey, this is low, even for you. Jimmy. Oh no. The poster said September 4 at 3 p.m. It was supposed to say the 3rd at 4 p.m.
Okay. So we got a conflict over the posters now.
Yeah, and that's the poster.
Uh-huh. Nature walk. Okay.
Wait, if the posters have the wrong information on them, why are you here? You said the 3rd at 4 at the meeting, so here I am. And when we dropped off your papers at art club, Miss Wenson was droning on about safety measures and risks of rabies. It's not like I stuck around to help. It's almost 4:30. You're on my case because I'm late? I'm the only one here. True. Well, at least I can get to practice run. I can get a practice run before tomorrow. Let's go.
Hey, when you read the next page, we'll let we have 5 minutes left. We'll let someone else read.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Miriam, you have something to read?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Shalimar.
You're welcome. This one is called The Difference.
Okay. The difference, this a poem you wrote. Uh-huh.
The difference between telling someone you love them and loving them is the difference. The difference between pumpkin and sweet potato pie. The difference between loving and being loved is the difference between watering and gardening in the autumn harvest.
That's it.
Yes.
Wow, okay. That's pretty clear.
Thank you.
There is a difference between, would you say pumpkin pie and what else?
The difference between loving someone and telling someone you love them is the difference.
Ah, actually,
Ah.
line the words, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a mature concept you get going on there. Okay, what else you get?
The next one is called Slow Down. It's short.
Okay.
Is it strange to long for slow days, filled with quiet moments of joy? The world seems to be in a rush, but I choose to remain still.
That is so true. Everybody's in a rush, isn't it?
Yeah,
And a quiet day is a great day.
seriously.
You
Okay.
got another one?
Yeah. It is called Don't Be Silly. These are like questions I ask myself sometimes.
Okay, don't be silly.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just be silly today?
Okay. Are there bugs that live on the moon? Can July come before June? Can the sun ever feel cold? Don't be silly, I'm often told. Why can't we live under the sea? The creatures seemed so happy. Why does cheese look like gold? Don't be silly, I'm often told. So why are things the way they are? Has it always been right from the start? Will Mickey Mouse ever get old? Don't be silly, I'm often told. So in a good time, I know I'll grow, and I will learn this I know. I'll ask all my questions and be bold, and that's not silly, I'll be told.
I really like that. I like those questions because you're really asking questions and then you're answering them. And I've written poetry that way as well. And boy, I tell you, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do with all this writing in 10 years or so.
Yeah,
You got to keep me posted.
I will.
Oh yeah, keep me posted, girl. Okay, all right, so you know, get down to the end of our session, and I always enjoy reading with you all, and I hope that uh, all of us could be there next month, and think I'm gonna read next month, girl. Well, all right, and thank y'all, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday.
You too.
Okay, bye bye. I beat Vicky too.
Bye.
Bye bye.